been in a not great mental health space. Well, now I have time to write. I found it at a local consignment store. Good morning, it's Nicole, and yes, I have cut my hair. It is a nice little change for me. I typically have very long hair because I don't get haircuts very often, but I thought it would be nice to get it cut short again and have a nice little change. I'm still getting used to it, but I quite like it. It's nice not having to tie my hair up all the time. But anyways, it is Friday morning. In all honesty, these past 2 weeks have been a bit of a struggle for me. I feel like I've just been in a not great mental health space, but I can kind of feel myself coming out of it. Tonight I'm meeting up with two very good friends for dinner, so I'm super excited about that. I'm about to head out the door now to go to work, but I think on my way to work I'm probably going to find myself a little Friday morning treat, so let's head out the door. Morning. It is the next day. Last night was so much fun getting to meet up with two of my friends. We've been friends for a very long time, many years, and it was so nice to catch up with both of them and really have a girls' night, just completely enjoying ourselves. We split a bottle of wine. I don't typically drink, but it was some good wine. It was just a blast to really get to enjoy that time with them, and I think it was really needed for me. Like I said, these past 2 weeks have just kind of been a bit of a struggle, and if there's anything I've learned from these past 2 weeks, it's that I shouldn't isolate myself. My mood only gets better the more I open up to people, the more I talk to friends, family, my counselor, rather than just kind of keeping it all up inside. And I'm definitely feeling a lot lighter than I have in the past couple of weeks. This morning I had planned on sleeping in, but I accidentally left my normal work alarm on, and then I couldn't fall back asleep. But when I woke up, it was interesting because my first thought was, well, now I have time to write. And I went and I wrote for an hour, which is amazing. To be very honest, I have not really written very much at all since that last writing vlog. It's still been on my mind, but with everything else going on, just kind of the feeling of being overwhelmed with life and just having a lack of confidence, I just didn't want to write. But this morning I sat down for an hour and I wrote. I got a little bit of like editing, writing mixture done, and that was really nice. I really do miss my characters from my book, so it was nice to kind of just dive back in and get immersed in them for an hour. And I think it's a sign that, you know, things are going on the up for me a little bit, but I think that's just kind of how mental health works. You've got dips and valleys, and I was definitely in a dip for a little while. But anyways, this morning I'm going out to go meet a friend. Really looking forward to meeting up with her and catching up about this past week. And yeah, I'm gonna go get ready for that walk. See you in a bit. Actually the next day now. Hello. You didn't miss too much from yesterday. Ended up getting some grocery shopping done and then just pretty much relaxing for the rest of the evening, but I still wanted to say hello and share with you some stuff that I found yesterday while out with my friend. We went and visited a bunch of stores, and I think my best find yesterday was this dress. I found it at a local consignment store, and I typically don't find things when I go and browse in there, but while I was browsing with my friend, I found this dress. And the story behind this dress is that I actually saw it about a year ago when it was being sold in stores. I saw it in a boutique store, and I just loved how bright and colorful it is. So I went to go and try it on, and I liked the dress, but at the time I think the price tag was somewhere between like $300 or $400, and I could not justify that for a dress I just liked. But then I saw this at the consignment store and it was only $45 and it was in my size, and I just had to go for it. So I'm so excited to wear this in the spring when the weather gets a little bit better. And I found a beautiful bouquet of flowers at this vintage market we went to. It's just a beautiful little blush colored bouquet. And the other fun thing I found was the Rose Oracle card deck. I've been enjoying watching pick a card videos on YouTube, and they were having a sale on these decks, and this one was explained to me as featuring a whole bunch of roses on each card and women on each card, and I thought it would be really pretty. I really like that it comes with this guidebook so I can just read along to it. And yeah, I'm excited to give these a try in the future. Never done anything like this before, but I thought since I enjoy all the videos on YouTube, why not give it a try myself? This morning, my husband and I basically spent our morning working together in the kitchen, doing a nice big fridge clean out and getting everything organized for the week. So I feel good there, ready to start the week off with a nice fresh kitchen, nothing to worry about. It's kind of the mid-afternoon now. I do have some like meal prep I could do, but I also want to get out of the house and get a few more groceries to make a special Valentine's Day dinner. And while I'm out, I wanted to go and get one last hot chocolate. This is the final weekend of the Vancouver Hot Chocolate Festival. I figured why not go and get one last hot chocolate back at the same cafe where I got my very first hot chocolate of the festival. I've actually tried quite a few other hot chocolates and they weren't all as good as the first one I tried at Five. I figure since I really enjoyed Five's first hot chocolate, which was the strawberry hot chocolate, I figured why not go back and get myself another little treat from them while I have the opportunity, which I believe is supposed to be a oolong hot chocolate, and as you know, I am a giant tea lover, so I'm excited to have a chocolatey tea drink. The weather is gross and I'm honestly kind of regretting going outside. It is like raining, but it's also very misty and there's just a ton of water droplets, but it's not the kind of weather where I can use my umbrella. But anyways, I am still going and I feel like I look quite ridiculous now. Okay, bye-bye. My hot chocolate. I'm gonna go head out to go get some groceries and sip on this on my way there. I was planning on spending some time in that cafe because it's super cute in there, but it's also really tiny, so they were quite busy and all the seating space was taken up. So I'm going to enjoy this hot chocolate and keep going on my way. Back home now. It is a little while later. I had a very fun outing despite the very gross weather. It just made me appreciate being back home so much more. I went and got everything I'm going to need to make our special Valentine's dinner this Tuesday. I'm thinking it's going to be a surf and turf dinner, but I will get more into that in the next video. I just got home, put away groceries, I meal prepped. I've made the white bean chili chicken stew soup that I've made in a past video, so I'll leave that recipe down in the description below. And I've also prepped a kind of like porridge or congee made out of oatmeal with some fish and cilantro and green onion, which I'm just letting cook now. If you're interested, I make this because I find it's better for my energy levels rather than making like a congee with rice. So I don't know if you could really call it a congee. I guess I would call it more of like a porridge or soup. Basically, into the pan for my rice cooker, I combine about 2 cups of chopped bok choy, about a cup of oatmeal, and then I pour in a packet of like dashi stock and some ginger powder. If I had fresh ginger, I would put in real fresh ginger. I also put in a little bit of garlic, and then I will top it off with water and just kind of like mix it all together. And I put in 2 white cod pieces and then put that in my rice cooker on the porridge setting, so that'll be my breakfast for this week. For now that we finished dinner, my husband and I are going to go play a video game together. We discovered this game that's free on Steam called Handshake that we were playing last night, and that took us like about a good hour, but that was a really fun cooperative game that we had a good laugh over. And I will see what kind of co-op game we get up to tonight. But that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos from me, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!